Hi Gandhi class, it was so fantastic seeing you all on our live session this morning. Thank you for sharing how you felt about the maths this week. I know a couple of you said that you found a few questions a little bit tricky, so I'm going to go through them for you now. So if we have a look at question 6 from the questions from yesterday, let me get my highlighter quickly, there we go. So it's split into 3 parts. So this question has 3 parts. Your first question says, how much does a milkshake and a flapjack cost all together? So what this is asking you to do is add the amount of the milkshake and flapjack to find out how much it is all together. So let's do that now. So if we have a look here, we've got our price list. We can see that the milkshake is £1.70 and the flapjack is £1.29. Now what we're going to need to do is add it together. So I'll get my text box here. So we've got £1.70 add £1.29. Okay, so let's start by adding the pounds first. So we've got £1 add £1. So £1 add £1 equals £2. And now we need to add together the pence. So 70 pence add 29 pence. And that brings us to 99 pence. Now all we need to do is put the pence and the pounds together. So all together, it is £2.99. So then all you needed to write into here was £2.99. And that's the first question, first part of this question done. So now let's answer the second part. The second part says Whitney has £5.60. She buys a hot chocolate. How much does she have left? So here we're going to be doing a subtraction. We are subtracting the amount of hot chocolate is from how much she has. So if we have a look here, the hot chocolate is £2.45. So our number sentence is going to be £5.60 take away £2.45. So let's start by taking away the pounds. So £5 take away £2 equals £3. And now we need to do 60 pence take away 45 pence, which equals 15 pence. So then what you needed to write in the box here was £3.15. So £3.15. Okay, now let's have a look at the next question. So it says, how much does a brownie and a flapjack cost all together? Now, because we're trying to find out how much it is all together, we are going to be adding. So we can see the brownie is 75 pence and the flapjack is £1.29. So then we are going to be writing as our number sentence, 75 pence add £1.29. 29 pence. Okay, so we've got £1 as our pounds all together, and then we need to do 75 pence add 29 pence, and that gives us 104 pence. Now we know 100 pence is the same as £1, so that means the 104 pence is the same as saying £1.04. Then all we need to do is add together this pound here and this pound, and then write the pence. So it's £2.04. So then in this bit here, we need to write £2.04. And that's how you would answer that question there. Okay, let's move on to the next one. So let me get my highlighter very quickly. There it is. Mo buys a kettle and a toaster. The kettle costs twice as much as the toaster, and the total cost is £63. How much does the kettle cost? So we know the kettle costs twice as much as the toaster, which means the kettle costs the most. We also know that the total cost is £63, and we just want to find out how much the kettle costs altogether. So the way you would answer this one, because we know that if this is the toaster, then we know the kettle costs twice as much. So that's the toaster, and then that's the kettle. So that's 3 there. So we would do 63 divided by 3. So you'd need to work out what 63 divided by 3 is. You could draw 3 circles and share 63 into it. So I know though that 63 divided by 3 is 21. Now 21 is the cost of one of these blocks. So I know that the toaster is going to cost £21. And because the kettle costs twice as much, you're going to be doing 21 times 21 times 2, or you could do 21 add 21, which equals 42. So 42 is that bit there, which means the kettle costs £42. Okay, so now we're going to be moving on to a new topic in maths, and we are going to be looking at statistics. In year 2, you learned to make tally charts, to use pictograms, to use block diagrams, and to solve worded problems. In year 3, you are going to be learning to present information in different ways, use pictograms, bar charts, and tables, answer questions based on information that is presented in different ways. So our learning objective for our 4th lesson this week is, can I make tally charts? In today's lesson, we are going to be recapping our learning from year 2 so that we are able to explain what a tally chart is, to count in 5s, to complete missing information on a tally chart. So what I want you to do now, you can have a quick lesson starter, get your whiteboard and whiteboard pen or a piece of paper and answer these 4 questions. Once you've done that, press play on the video and I will go through the answers with you. So pause the video here to answer these quick questions. Okay, so we've got some pence here, some coins here, and they are 5 pence each. So we need to count them in 5. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So we've got 40 pence all together. Now we need to multiply 24 by 2. So 24 times 2 equals 48. Question 3, what is 4 times 12? Now what I do to help myself work out questions times 12 is I find 4 times 10 first, which is 40. And then I just need to add another 4 and another 4 to get me to 12 times 4. So it would be 48. And question 4, how many points do class 3 have? So here's a tally chart. And in a tally chart, when we get to 5, we cross it over. So we've got 5, 10, 15, 16, 17. So we've got 17 total points there. Well done if you got those correct. Okay, so let's have a look at this first question. I'm going to highlight the key bits of information. I want to find out the favourite animal of children in the class. I ask everyone to make a tally of their results. Which of these is easier to read and why? So if we have a look here, we've got cat, dog, horse, rabbit, and you've got your tally as just lines. That's a lot of lines there to think about. Whereas in this tally, every time you get to 5, they've crossed it off. So which do you think is easier to read and why? Pause the video to have a think and a discussion with anybody who is nearby and free to do so. Okay, so this tally here is the one that's easiest to read because it means that we can count in 5s and it makes it quicker for us to count as well. So if we've got the cat, we've got 5, 10, 11. The dog, you can see is 5 because every time you see it's crossed, we know it's 5. Here you've got 2 lots of 5, which makes it 10. And then here you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Whereas if you look at this tally here, you've got to count each individual line. So you'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And that took a lot longer than looking here and seeing, oh, 5, 5, 10, add 1, 11. So that's why why this one is the easier one to read. So let's complete the totals in this tally chart here. So we've got the cat, we've got the tally, and we need to write the total amount. So look at how many is in your tally, and then you need to write the total here. So what I'd like for you to do on your mini whiteboard is have a go at counting up the tally and writing the total, and then I will give you the answer. Pause the video. Okay, so let's have a look at the cat. We've got 5 here, and 1. 5 and 5 makes 10, add 1 gives us 11. So the total for cat is 11. The dog has got 1 lot of 5. The horse has got 2 lots of 5, so 5 add 5 is 10. And the rabbit has got 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well done if you got those totals. The astronaut has asked his friends what their favourite drink is, but he's missed out some information. We need to complete the tally chart. So let's have a go at doing this together. We'll go for the first one, water. We've got the tally, but we haven't got the total, so we need to work out what the total is. We've got 1 group of 5 and then 4. So what is our total going to be? Pause the video and have a think. Well done, it's 9. Okay, so orange juice. We've got the total 10, but we haven't got the tally drawn. How are we going to draw the tally? Pause the video and have a go on your mini whiteboard. Okay, right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 goes across, 6, 7, 8, 9, and that's the last 5, which makes 10 across there. So your tally for orange juice should look like that. Okay, now on to blackcurrant. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 lines, so our total should be 4. Well done. Let's have a look at milk. So we've got the tally, but we haven't got the total. Let's count up the tally to see what the total will be. So pause the video and have a count. Well done if you said 5. Okay, now let's have a look at the apple juice. We've got the total of 2, but we need to draw the tally. So let's do it together. 1, 2. And there we have completed the tally chart. Okay, let's have a look at this question. The astronaut says he has completed the tally chart to show how many animals there are. But is his tally chart correct? So first, let's count to see how many cats we have. So we've got the animal here, the cat. Let's count here to see how many there are and if his tally is correct. So 1, move the frog out of the way, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have got 6 cats here. Now let's look to see if his tally is correct. So here's the cat, here's the tally. Now I want you just to take a moment to count to see if his tally is correct or if it needs to be changed. So pause the video to have a look. So the astronaut has the correct amount of tallies, however, he hasn't drawn it correctly. It should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because remember when we get to the 5th one, we cross, and then 6. Whereas here, the astronaut has not crossed when he got to 5. Okay, now, let's have a look at the dog. So here in his tally, he says he's got 5 dogs. So let's count how many dogs we have. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is the astronaut correct? Pause the video and have a think. That's right, he's not correct. How many dogs actually are there? 4, well done. So you needed to draw 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's move on to the frog. So here's the frog. He thinks that he's got 5, 6, 7 frogs. So let's count to see if he is correct. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So he says here he's got 7 frogs, and here he's written 7 as a tally. Is he correct? Well done, he is, and he has remembered to cross when it gets to 5 and then put the remaining, and he's written 7 here. So well done to the astronaut. Now let's have a look at the bumblebee. So here for the bumblebee, he says he's got 10. Let's count how many bumblebees there are. 1, 2. Is the astronaut correct? No. What should he have written? What tally should he have done? Pause the video and have a go at writing it on your own whiteboard. Well done. So he's only got 2 bees, which means he only needs 2 lines. So that one was correct. So we have now corrected his tally chart. Okay, now it's your turn. I want you to choose between activity 1, activity 2, or activity 3. And then you can challenge yourself with the challenge questions. So this is activity number 1. Use a ruler to draw the table and complete the totals on the tally chart. So you need to use a ruler to draw this table out. Please, please use a ruler. Do not do it without a ruler because it will look very, very messy. So I'm expecting when you put your work on Tapestry that this will be drawn with a ruler. So this tally chart shows the favourite sport of children in class 2. You've got football, tennis, rounders, netball and gymnastics. You've got the tally here and you need to write in the total. So you need to count up the tally and write the total. Pause the video here if you are going to complete activity number 1. Okay, activity number 2. Again, use a ruler to draw the table. Complete the missing information on the tally chart. So we've got some bits of information that are missing. The tally chart shows how 3 Mandela travelled to school. So you've got the transport, you've got walk, cycle, car, bus, train. Then for walk, you've got the total, but you need to draw the tally. For cycle, you've got the tally, but you need to write the total. For car, you've got the total, but you need to write the tally. For bus, you've got the tally and you need to write the total. And for train, you've got the total, but you need to write the tally. So if you are completing activity 2, please pause the video here. Okay, activity number 3. Again, use a ruler to draw the table and complete the tally chart for the different food items. So you'll need to draw this table out here, and then you need to write the tally and the total. Use the pictures down here for the tally and the total. If you are completing activity number 3, pause the video here to answer this question. Okay, and the challenge. So you've got 3 challenges here to answer. 7A, you need to add the information to the tally chart. So you've got the tally for choir and sewing, but 15 more children go to chess than choir. 8 more children go to coding than sewing. And 9 less children go to netball than chess. So use what you've got here to help you work out what you're going to be putting here. Then the next challenge, 10 times more children like PE than history, 4 more children like PE than art, and 13 more children liked art than music. So you've got history here, you've got the tally for history, you need to write the total, and then you need to figure out what is going into each of these, and then you need to figure out the total as well. Use the information at the top to help you. And then question 9A. Iram carried out a pet survey. She says the difference between the number of children who have dogs and cats is 8. True or false? Explain how you know. So you need to fill in the total, and then you need to tell me whether or not what she has said is true or false, because. So you would write, it is true because, it is false because. Okay, great work, Gandhi class. Please make sure you upload your work to Tapestry, and I will see you next time. Bye.